Attacks by gunmen on Ebonyi communities have heightened tension between herders in the state and their host community. Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State has declared it its intention to negotiate with bandits to ascertain their grievances and the solutions to the current security challenges in the country. This is so unfortunate and it is so worrisome. How can the governor of Ebonyi State make such a comment? Why is he so concerned about the bandit? What does he want to gain by supporting and empowering them? Is it an empowerment they need at this point in time, or he needs to get the solution to the problems and how to cope, their attacks on the state? Okay. Umahi disclosed this at the presentation of 40 Toyota Sienna vehicles in 20 Hilux vans to security agencies for enhanced operations in the state. Well, that's another good approach to cope the situation and the attacks of the bandits, the Fulani herdsmen on the people in the state. Attacks by gunmen on Ebonyi communities have heightened tension between the herders in the state and their host communities. Is it actually true that these herders are looking for their daily bread? Because there was a report that they are actually looking for their daily bread. And there was another report which says that they are jobless, and that is why the only option is to go for bandits. The only option is to carry gun. Is that a good option? Is that how we're going to continue as youths, as citizens of Nigeria? Is that the solution? I think that is not the solution. Because you cannot say you do not have a job and the only option for you is to carry guns. The only option for you is to commit yourself to banditry. The only option for you is to start kidnapping. That's not a good option. Gunmen have also attacked several security facilities in the state. At the ceremony, the governor declared his intention to negotiate with the bandits to ascertain their grievances and the way forward. How I wish he is able to see them. How I wish he is able to communicate with them. Are these people actually ready to surrender? Are they ready to leave their forest? Are they ready to leave their evil businesses? Okay. He also directed local government chairmen and the Christian Association of Nigeria (CAN) to identify the gunmen and present them for debriefing. Okay. I hope that's possible. How possible it is. How can they achieve this? How can they, see them and negotiate with them? I want to talk to the bandits and empower them, as we cannot continue to kill ourselves and destroy public infrastructure, he said. The bandits are our children, and I am pained when they or the security agencies are killed. Well, nobody is happy with the killings happening in the town. Nobody is happy with the destruction of government properties. Nobody is happy with the destruction of public infrastructure. But these bandits have actually taken it upon themselves to be destroying other people's lives, properties. To mention but few, we don't really know what they want. If empowerment is what they want, then it's easy. Let them come out and say it. If negotiation is the way forward, let them come out and say it and let the government know their intention. Look at what happened. Awa was one of the bandits. He decided he was the one that kidnapped the Kankara schoolboys, and he immediately he surrendered his arms and decided that he will not go to the forest. He will not go back to his vomit. But look at it. Just few days ago, report reaching us says that Awa has gone back to the forest. He has taken up his arms again, left for the forest. After they have given him accommodation, after they have given him, some money to take care of himself, he went back to the forest. For what? Now tell me, if these people are being empowered, if these people are being, pampered and, forgiven and rehabilitated, how sure are we that they will not go back to the forest? How sure are we that they will not go back to their vomit? Can we actually take them for their words when they come out to say they have repented? Can we take them for their words? Are you sure they would not go back to the same society and start destroying again? The governor expressed disappointment over the announcement of guidelines for the 2023 election, noting that the nation was at a crossroad for such engagement. I want to ascertain their grievances. That was what he said. And now, the governor has expressed his disappointment over announcement of guidelines for 2023. Is that what you are talking about? Is that the next thing to consider in Nigeria? Is that the next thing to consider by our political parties? Is that the next thing to consider by our, governors? You can imagine. This 2023 election is actually what they have in mind. They are not even trying to know the solution to the problems we are in Nigeria. No, all they want is to be in power, and they do not know how to use this power. They do not know how to, protect the lives and properties of the people they claim to be protecting. This is not fair. Let us forget about the 2020 election. That is his advice. We should forget about it. That is not what we are talking about. That is not the way forward. That is not what we want at this point in time. Okay? Governor Dave Umahi has said his own. He has advised his co-governors not to focus on the 2023 election, but to focus on what we are facing in Nigeria. No one takes money to the grave, and when you hear a gunshot, we will run and abandon the money we acquire. That is a good advice, and that's so touching. No one will take money to the grave. If you are pursuing money every day, one day you will leave the money and go. I don't think our leaders, I don't think our people are actually considering this. Even the so-called bandits that are collecting ransom, kidnapping and doing all sorts in this country, I don't think they consider this statement that you do not take money to heaven. You do not take money to the grave. You leave everything behind and face the judgment when the person dies. And when you hear gunshot, you will leave the money and run away. And that's how it is. That is the simple truth. Let's see what people have to say on this new story. Let's know what they feel or how they feel about what Governor Dave Umahi is about to do. Is it advisable for him to empower the bandits? And if that will be the solution of the problems in the country, and if that will help to cope the insecurity in the country, then let him go ahead and do that, and let's keep our fingers crossed and see how everything will go well. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to ThëM OúR TV. Bye for now.